this is going to be no different. If anything, this is probably going to get worse, and that is because the coveted Celtic Wrestling Heavyweight Championship is on the line. JT Dunn has been in a lot of fights. JT Dunn has been in a lot of contests. I don't think he has ever been in a cage match that also involves barbed wire. Who knows what Danny Miles does in his free time? This could be a playground for him.
His house of fun, he calls it.
Nothing in this house looks fun to me.
I mean, look, the steel cage has chairs tied in the corners.
It looks like a hospital bill waiting to happen.
Look at this, Danny Miles trying to send JT Dunn right into the cage. JT blocks it, tries to do the same to Danny as he blocks. And now a belly-to-back suplex from the former heavyweight champion. He's been trying to get this one-on-one rematch with JT Dunn for quite some time. I mean, remember at Summer Chaos in this very building a few months ago, he demanded to be put in the main event, and that spot was given to Mortar, which led to their street fight. That's a whole nother path we can go down. But right now, Danny Miles is delivering pain to JT Dunn.
JT Dunn able to hit the breadbasket of Danny Miles to avoid a chair shot. And using the chair for himself right into the gut, into the midsection of Danny Miles right now. And now it looks like JT Dunn getting a little creative with the hardware here.
That can't be good. Well, hold on a second.
Whoa. Danny Miles almost eating a face full of steel. The twist of fate almost just came his way. Oh no, both individuals able to avoid until JT Dunn is drop toe hold into the chair itself.
Drop toe held.
Ah.
Neither way, I think JT Dunn might have lost a tooth on that one.
I agree with you. I'm going to lose brain cells from what you just tried to do. Now, what is this contraption here? It looks like some sort of barrier with barbed wire wrapped around it. I'm not 100% sure. Who knows what kind of...
That's got to be straight from the mind of Danny Miles.
Yeah, I was just going to say, who knows what this psycho has concocted for this match. There's going to be things you've probably never seen involved in this match tonight. Danny Miles right now, as you can tell, he is just taking his time. This is like another Sunday for him. This is like another day in the park.
Almost finding himself caught between the barbed wire in that metal frame. And now, a roll-up attempt, schoolboy. Only a 2.
This would have been a quick victory for JT Dunn, and he would have avoided a lot of hell and pain and suffering that this match is absolutely going to end up bringing.
I mean, I don't want to be this close to it even.
Well, I'm sure at some point we're going to see some splatters of fluids we're not going to like, spit and blood. And who knows? I mean, there's so many possibilities that could happen in this match, and I'll be honest, I'm not excited to watch it. I'm not much of a masochist.
Where's Danny going? Is he? He's trying to escape the cage, but I think he's just realizing the threat of the barbed wire. Oh, no. JT Dunn hitting the ropes, causing Danny Miles to slip.
Danny Miles just crotched himself, not intentionally, but by JT Dunn's trip up.
JT Dunn has an excellent opportunity to gain an advantage here.
You would think that Danny Miles coming up with such a match would be able to understand that maybe he got ahead of himself by putting this barbed wire on the top of the maybe putting this barbed wire on top of the cage. Maybe he second-guessed it as he tried to escape. He realized this isn't going to be an easy escape. Half Nelson being applied by JT Dunn. I was assuming he was going to go for a half Nelson suplex here. And now there's a switch. German
oh my God, oh.
Jesus.
Watch out. JT Dunn able to catch himself. Watch over the barbed wire, I mean. And Danny Miles continuing to try and German suplex JT, who's barely holding on. Thank goodness for him, he was able to deliver an elbow, sending Danny Miles down. Big cross body, cover!
Only a 2 count. Danny Miles able to kick out after the 12-6 elbow to the crown of his head, followed up by that cross body. JT Dunn right now is going to have to find a way to capitalize. He has all the weapons in the world in there. So, I mean, he could do literally anything he could to try and keep Danny Miles down.
You know, JT, he initially refused this matchup. He didn't want to be in this environment.
Anyone in their right mind would.
But Danny Miles brought in his son into the mix. He called out JT Dunn's newborn baby right in front of the crowd in Tewksbury. And at that moment, JT snapped, and all rules were out the window.
He made it personal, and like any right person in their mind, I mean, it's hard to... I hate talking about this stuff, but it's hard to be a guy, man, because our society is programmed in our heads that we have to be macho and we have to defend our pride, we have to defend our family. The fact that Danny Miles went so far as to challenge the character of JT Dunn in front of his kid, in front of his soon-to-be wife, his fiance, it's disrespectful. And so JT Dunn felt every need in his body to accept this match, to defend his honor for his kid and his family.
What is this, Julian? What is JT Dunn attempting? It looks like he was going for a pile driver from those steel chairs. Danny blocks it, has him over his shoulder.
Russian leg sweep hooked, but fought out of by Danny Miles. You're right, that was almost about to be a devastating...
Uh-oh, looks like he was going to go for Elder Tay on the stair. Danny Miles caught it into a DDT, drilling JT Dunn's forehead right on that steel chair. My God, Julian.
It's crazy right now. Danny Miles driving JT Dunn into the chair, excuse me. And now JT looks like he is in serious pain. He doesn't look like he's all there. I'm not sure if he's even conscious at this point. Now Danny Miles is he looking to crawl out of the cage? I would love to see anybody try and fight their way through that barbed wire for victory. I'll tell you what, ain't happening for me. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't even be in this match. I wouldn't have accepted it. Say whatever you want about me.
Heavyweight title's on the line here. JT Dunn is not looking like he's in a good position to retain as, my God, Danny Miles with that barbed wire wrap crutch, rubbing it against the forehead, shredding the skin of JT Dunn.
Like a cheese grater.
Cover here. And JT Dunn able to kick out, and look at JT Dunn. He's bleeding from the forehead now, of course, from the barbed wire wrapped crutch that once held up Danny Miles when he was injured, and he was just following JT Dunn along as member of the unit. Now, Danny Miles.
That crutch is a symbol of Danny Miles' past and what he is doing to make it a weapon of his future. He is going to lay waste to everybody who steps up to him. He's going to put them in the same position he was in, which forced him to use this crutch. And that crutch was just used on JT Dunn like a cheese grater, opening him up. And right now, JT Dunn is bleeding like a stuck pig. And you can see the lack of concern in Danny Miles' face, because I said it earlier, this is just another day for him. This is just another day for the era of violence.
Danny Miles. Wow, another shot to the chair. Full control here. I don't know how JT Dunn's going to be able to come back from this and retain this title that he was able to win in an environment that normally is Danny Miles in the first place in that 3 stages of hell match. And again, look at that barbed wire wrap crutch to the forehead.
sick, sadistic human that is Danny Miles. I wonder if JT Dunn is regretting accepting this match. You have to understand, words are words, but actions are actions. And right now, Danny Miles is taking the most crucial and damaging actions that anybody could take. And it's to the detriment of JT Dunn's life.
Precarious position. He put that barbed wire to wrap the crutch in the corner above the corner buckle.
You never know what's going through the head of some of these guys, especially someone like Danny Miles. You don't understand. No one knows how he ticks.
Watch out, JT Dunn!
DDT, jumping off the chair, finding a second wind to hit a tornado DDT, but could not get all of that cover. Couldn't get all his weight onto Danny Miles.
Out of absolutely nowhere. Great awareness. JT Dunn utilizing that chair. Crowd here in Andover, Massachusetts on their feet for this barbed wire wrap steel cage main event for the Chaotic Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. As they get behind JT Dunn. JT now going for death by elbow, but Danny with the fireman's carry. Going for that face buster, but JT Dunn slips away and sends Danny Miles into the barbed wire wrap crutch.
Falling to his own plan is Danny Miles, eating that crutch. The crutch that he's been using is almost like a grater.
Cover. And only a 2 count. This match has been hellacious. And unfortunately for Danny Miles, it's not over. Unfortunately for JT Dunn too. Like I said, he didn't want to be in this match in the first place.
He had no desire to be in this match.
He didn't have to accept. But he's defending his family's honor and the title. So much pressure has been put on the shoulders of JT Dunn to win tonight. Oh! And some big right hands to Danny Miles, who's lifeless. Oh, what a boot! JT Dunn in full control. It's his turn.
JT Dunn is now going to beat the respect into Danny Miles. Going to get revenge for the words that he shared to his newborn kid, his newborn son.
Once again, the crowd firing up JT Dunn. And now what? What is this?
Big, is he going to suplex him on this chair-like table?
Not if Danny Miles can help it. Oh, and now Danny looks like he's going for a power bomb.
Oh, almost a back body drop by JT Dunn.
Ooh!
Oh! Kick up Inseguri. Shades of Brian Fury. Pop a power bomb into a stiff table. A chair-like table? I don't even know how to use.
Oh,
Two
there's
chairs.
no name for it, Julian. That's not what those were made for. 1, 2. Oh, man.
They're made for sitting.
Very good, Julian. Next week on Sesame Street, as JT Dunn somehow, some way kicks out of that. How do you kick out of something like that? That was absolutely devastating. A Papa powerbomb out of nowhere into those steel chairs.
I'll be honest, if that happened to me, I wouldn't have been able to kick out at all.
And They're still going at it. They're still setting up weapons.
The fact that JT Dunn was able to dig deep and kick out of that power bomb just shows the testament to how he is as a champion. And a good champion he is. The only four-time champion.
Both men busted open, bleeding all over the place in this barbed wire steel cage main event at Breaking Point 2024. What a great show it has been. Oof. This is the only way I could think of you can cap it off.
Knife edge chop, a good one, thick one, big knife edge. But JT Dunn, the crowd in awe from that chop. And now JT Dunn is trying to drive Danny Miles through that table behind him.
Ooh.
Ooh. The thud is the head of JT Dunn hitting that table. And now
Danny wants to get out of here.
He's ready to get out of here.
He's going to win himself that championship if he escapes the cage. But JT Dunn desperately grabbing Danny Miles, pulling him back into the ring as the door closes. Ooh! Gotta be careful of that steel chair hanging in the corner. Uh-oh. Danny Miles got some plans for JT, and they involve the top rope.
Not the place you want to be, especially in a match like this.
Oh no, Danny Miles just fell and landed on the chair in a seated position.
Too many. Oh!
Meteora! Cover! Barely a 2 count.
Danny Miles able to kick out at 2. You meant barely a 3 count. No?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, okay.
Absolute carnage.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. Both individuals are bleeding, sweating, probably crying. I don't see them crying. They're probably too tough to cry, but ultimately this has been a hellacious battle so far, and there's still so much fire.
This is fucking over.
JT Dunn holding a lifeless Danny Miles, hovering over that table set up in the middle of the ring. Danny Miles fighting back with everything he has.
Danny Miles just threw a hellacious combo to JT Dunn.
Uh-oh. Going for a powerbomb. JT with a vicious elbow. Uh-oh, that's not a good spot to land Danny. Oh my God!
Big frog splash through the table.
Cover! Oh!
I really thought that was going to be it. I thought JT Dunn was going to put away Danny Miles with that frog splash, but Danny Miles is not going to die hard. Wait, he's not going to die easy. He's going to die hard.
Danny Miles realizes with only instinct what's at stake here. Able to kick out. And JT Dunn trying to figure out what he's going to have to do next in Danny Miles' House of Fun.
And it does not look like Danny Miles is having any fun anymore.
JT Dunn.
JT is deciding, does he want to escape and continue, keep his championship and move on? Or does he want to continue to invoke damage on Danny Miles? And I honestly think that JT Dunn needs to choose the route of his family. choose the route of your son, choose the route of your daughter. Do not worry about someone like Danny Miles. He's never going to learn. He's never going to change.
Well, I don't think he's taking your advice, Julian.
I don't either. I'm thinking that he wants to inflict damage. He wants Danny Miles to respect him. He wants Danny Miles to pay for the word.
Oh, Danny out of nowhere with the sleeper hold.
Looked like Danny was playing possum.
Oh no, JT Dunn, sharpshooter, locked in.
Great move, one of my favorites, and a very damaging move.
As the blood drips from the forehead of Danny Miles, he has nowhere to go. Even if he was near the ropes, Julian, that wouldn't break the hold in this environment.
Very reminiscent of the past of Bret the Hitman Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And now the cage opens. Danny Miles has an opportunity to escape the pain, and JT Dunn pulls him right back in.
What an image that is, that Danny Miles offering up this match to then be trying to crawl away from said match, the one that he developed, because he doesn't want any more pain. That's just poetry in motion right there.
And a clear path to victory for JT Dunn. Hey, wait a minute!
Wait a minute!
Chase Del Monte slamming the door of the steel cage into the face of the heavyweight champion.
What the hell?
Why?
Why would Chase do something like this? And now he's taunting JT Dunn. I don't understand it.
I mean, we did see how JT Dunn laid out Chase Del Monte. Oh! The same for Danny!
I don't know. None of this makes sense.
I have had it up to here with the two of you. We end this tonight. No escape. Pinfall, submission only. Keep that door locked shut.
Wow. What a twist. Who does this help? I mean, JT Dunn's stuck in Danny Miles' house of fun.
I don't even... I mean, that's quite the authority laid down by Chase Del Monte to invoke pain and getting involved in this match by slamming the door on both individuals' heads and then telling them, don't escape, end this essentially like men and fight to the death, almost feels like.
I mean, locked inside of a structure like this, that sounds about right, Julian.
Very similar, very reminiscent to Gladiator-like days.
These two go back and forth with punches. You gotta wonder.
And now these two are fighting with everything they have left. Two good right hooks. Big boot from each individual. Another one. JT Dunn getting European uppercutted. 12-6 elbow by JT Dunn. Another good jab. He's hitting him with those 1-2 punches.
Ooh, that was a good one right there.
Right to the jaw.
He's not relinquishing these punches.
Oh my God, what a kick.
To the no-nos.
Yeah, the no-nos, the undercarriage. The no-go zone.
Danny Miles found his advantage.
Danny Miles was losing a fist fight to JT Dunn. And Danny Miles had to take the easy way out, the coward's way out.
Grabbing JT Dunn by the hair.
Dragging him like a lifeless human. Oh, like a spike into a railroad track, driving that chair into the chest of JT Dunn.
Now, I didn't see that other table in there.
I didn't either.
We don't have our monitors tonight, and You can only see ringside what's happening here, and there's another table being set up. I mean,
we're seeing it live as everyone else. And now we have another table set up. We already saw what happened to the first table earlier. A big frog splash from JT Dunn off the top. Who knows? Who knows what's going to come from this?
And is he sending them back up to the top? Oh my God. Right up to where that barbed wire is wrapped around the top of the steel cage.
We'll meet my real brother.
Oh my God!
Danny Miles is brothers with barbed wire, and he just introduced him formally to JT Dunn.
This right here has done more for me than you ever have.
Oh! Still rubbing it in the forehead of JT Dunn.
Jamming that barbed wire into JT Dunn's head.
JT Dunn's got to figure something out, and he's got to figure something out quick. Oh, that'll do it.
He heard your call, Pat.
And now, his turn to rub the barbed wire across the forehead of Danny Miles.
Now he's got a rear naked choke of his own up there.
Not a good spot for either of these two. No real reason to be up there other than to inflict punishment. There's no escape, as we heard. Oh! Both men soaring through the sky, falling off the top into the table.
Nobody saw that coming. They were jockeying for position up there, trying to fight out of a hold, trying to fight out of a rear naked choke, and both of them falling off the top rope through the table. Both men look to be seriously hurt.
Referee Kevin Quinn just trying to get these weapons out of the way. They're everywhere, absolutely everywhere. What haven't we seen? And now JT Dunn's grabbing that steel frame wrapped in barbed wire. Both men have their hands bloodied from touching all of this madness, this barbed wire that's everywhere around the ring. Oh, Danny Miles! Gonna put JT Dunn to sleep with his rear naked choke.
A rear naked choke that has, in the past, been a victorious move for him.
He calls it chase your dreams. Oh my God!
Oh! Into the barbed wire apparatus that was created by Danny Miles. And it is now this barbed wire is tangled up in the hair, in the skin. You can see the laceration.
He can't escape it. It's just wrapped into him.
The lacerations around JT Dunn right now.
And JT Dunn, did
on
he
his
just
back?
I think JT Dunn just grabbed about a yard of barbed wire from the corner of the steel cage over there, and he's wrapping it. Is he wrapping it around his elbow? Death by elbow with the barbed wire!
Shredding his skin in the process. And the victor goes to JT Dunn. That was a disgusting, hellacious, and brutal match.
Here is your winner, and still Chaotic Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Pro Wrestling Savior, the one, JT Dunn.
What a match. What a way to end a crazy night here in Andover at Breaking Point.
Everything about this match could have gone so wrong for JT Dunn. Not only could he have damaged his health for his family, but he could have lost his championship tonight. And he was able to put Danny Miles in his place in a match that Danny Miles developed himself in his crazy mind.
Hold on! Wait a minute! The Smoke Show! Holy! He's got the chaotic contract that he wanted the countdown!
This all makes sense, pulling the contract out, separating it from the briefcase.
Ricky Smokes is cashing in his contract!
Are you kidding me?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am on my feet. Utter shock.
Holy crap! He did it!
Here is your winner and new Chaotic Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, The Smoke Show, Ricky Smokes!
I don't believe what we just witnessed!
If there was ever an opportunity to seize, this was the perfect moment. This might be the greatest day in Ricky Smokes' life. Your WWE ID, you cash in this contract that you earned, and now you are standing a new Chaotic Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
Go ahead, Julian. I mean, you said it all. Unbelievable. Here it is, Rich Palladino handing it over to us. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Ricky Smokes, it's official. You are the new Chaotic Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Congratulations. What a night.
This night, from beginning to end, has been packed with action, with storytelling, with incredible and unwelcoming outcomes. But tonight, this is an unwelcoming outcome for JT Dunn, an unwelcoming outcome for Danny Miles, but probably the greatest night in his entire life, our new Chaotic Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Ricky Smokes.
What a perfect opportunity after Danny Miles and JT Dunn just went to hell and back inside that barbed wire wrapped steel cage, cashing it in when he knew JT Dunn was at his weakest, and he won the title.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight the GGC defeated Team Chaotic. Nobody knows what the future holds for the GGC now, for Chaotic Wrestling as a whole. We saw so many things come down tonight, ending tonight with this image you see on your screen.